Women are always over-scrutinized. My advice, in my experience, the only way is up, focus and perseverance while enjoying the journey. In my book, Leading Ladies, I share how women climb the ladder despite all odds. You can do this because we were all born leaders, until a voice from in or outside whispered we could not. Listen to the voice that pushes you forward. Don't change your dreams. Change who you talk to, and hear the voices that empower you and tell you the truth. I came from far to the European Parliament, where I currently fight for human rights and freedom. If I had walked from where I was born until here, it would have taken 42 days, according to Google Maps, and more than 5,000 kilometers. It was not about kilometers, but about the gap. As far as I can remember, I have always looked forward and moved around obstacles naturally, inhabited by a never-failing optimism and capacity for hard work. Yes, the way was long, not because of the walk, but because of the obstacles from my apartment in Brussels through the streets of Ixelles, my first constituency, the scary cafe tours at night after work, the scarce moments with my child, the sexist remarks that I had to survive. It took not less than 15 years, lot of tears that shed through my smile, thanks to friends and family who helped me keep it bright through the years, who never let me down, but made me believe, doubt, think, and thrive. Women like me are even not supposed to wear these shoes and walk this walk. But why wait for permission? I know that like millions of girls, I too was born to look down and obey because I'm a girl. I too was born to end up a child bride in a polygamous household and die washing a pot or while giving birth too soon. I too survived female genital mutilation, house chores while boys played, got used early to the multitasking as a girl. From schoolwork to house chores, with taking care of my siblings and seeing my mom with her life without choices and work harder, sleep less to escape the ordeal she was put through because she's a woman in a traditional and religious prison. A kind of prison many people still deny today as women suffer because of taboos. On election day here, just 2.5 years ago, it was without tears of fear, but with confidence and passion and warm political home, the NVA, that again I wore my shoes and walked through the Flemish and Brussels streets at daylight and night, listening and chatting, meeting and sharing, laughing and crying, writing and hoping, understanding and thinking, challenging and being challenged. In the end, 85,950 people gave me their vote, making me reach the top 10 hit parade of elected MEPs because they wanted the broken girl and the tough woman in me to be listened to make their voice heard in this parliament. In a so-called racist Flanders that, as you see, did not care about my color or celebrated anything related to that. Instead, they looked at my ideas and recognized my potential. Agreed to start a conversation about freedom and self-determination with me inside this house in my still ongoing journey from the tree under which I was literally born until this hemicycle, still wondering sometimes how my 20-year-old mom and I then survived. I too go through what women in politics undergo. You would think you had never had that much power. Trust me. Because you are a woman, you remain unbreakable, ignored, asked whose assistant you are because you are too young, undergo unpleasant jokes by people who never work as hard as you do. You are told you must wait, as if there was an hierarchy between lawmakers, equally elected. Here your office is too far, hidden, or too small, or shouldn't be yours. Indeed, I was too far where I came here. I was too far as a person and as a woman. I realize that today sometimes I will be the only one who remember from how far I came and still see the way ahead. How can I have been such a determined girl and today be sometimes such a broken woman? This fragility we all have, the way is tough and the questions are too many. There is less time to feel and think. There is little intellectual intimacy. People mostly just fight. I try, in the middle of the permanent whirlwind, to make time to think about things, to remember who I am and where I came from, so that I can properly serve you. Every morning, when I enter this house, I still feel deeply moved and happy to be here, and I do therefore work very hard. For me, being here is a statement. I went through a lot, but I always believed in education and the emancipation of women, in the power within that we often forget to use. I'm always going to use my position and will do everything to help advance and inspire women, to help achieve more freedom for everyone. All the ingredients for the way up is in us. Do not let anyone turn off the power inside you or freeze your smile. Never believe there is such a thing as a free lunch. Take your chances. As I founded Pauline, the political incubator, to help women advance their careers, I knew one thing for sure. You have to take your seat at the table. Do not ask any permission. You can learn how to do it, and you can learn how to keep it. You do not need charity or quotas. You are enough, and you are equally qualified, and must be the first to choose you and be at your own side before others take over. I still need to remember this too sometimes, because it's easy to forget. To continue the work with you, continue sharing, learning, and growing together. I'm working on a podcast that will be on air soon. Let's continue this conversation just like we did in the streets of our neighborhoods. Follow me to be kept posted. Please walk with me and let me know who you are and what bothers you today. Let's connect and progress. Thank you. My name is Asita. Thanks for listening.